Welcome into the Week 14 Final Points live stream. I'm here with John Hansen, of course. Graham is out in the cold in Denver. Had a little issue with his furnace, so he's looking for warmer ground. So Thomas is coming out from behind the glass to fill his spot and help us out with some start-sit questions. How are you doing today, John?
Doing well. I'm a little tired. I was just telling you guys, I literally just passed out last night around 11 o'clock. I still had about four games to do. So I got up at 4:30 in the morning and I'm like, I'll be done in 2 hours. Now it was like 4.
So have you taken a nap since, or are you just running on, low energy since 4:30?
Yeah, low energy. I just ran out to the bakery and just got a couple of jelly donuts here.
There you go.
Sugar jelly donuts from this great bakery that's been around for 100 years. So I'm hopped up on sugar.
There you go. Get a little blood sugar rush there. How you doing, Thomas? Thanks for jumping on with us and joining us for some start-sit questions.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting stepping out from behind the dynasty curtain, as it always is for these weekly projections. But hey, man, I'm here. We're locked in. We're ready to go. Good games, gross games, and all the above. Let's ride.
Yeah, make sure to check out Thomas's show. It's at 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. If you want to get more, if you're a dynasty sicko like Thomas, you can join him and talk a little weekly dynasty at 9 p.m. Before we jump into the games, I just want to hit real quick the weather. Looks like Baltimore and the Rams and Baltimore and Houston and the Jets. Those are going to be the two real rain-soaked games here. So just maybe knock them down a little peg, or maybe that's a tiebreaker if you're close on two players and one is in that game and one isn't. The other situation, Chicago, Cleveland, Cincinnati, those games were all kind of. They had some concerns earlier in the week, but it looks like those games are going to be just fine, or, just a little bit of weather, a little bit of wind, but they're going to be mostly dry. So just that Jets and that Baltimore game are the two games of concern. So if you want to join with a super chat and give a little, donation to get your question to the top of the list, just feel free to do that. You don't have to. We'll try to get to all the questions eventually. So you ready? Let's jump right into it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Stafford looked miserable walking into the stadium here. I'm thinking like the guy's played in a dome and in LA. Yeah. Like, how many bad weather games has this guy been in?
So
not for a while.
He hasn't played. Someone posted it. Stafford hasn't played in a rain game. Here we go. Warren Sharp. The last time Stafford played outside, September 25th. The last time he played in the rain is 2017. He is 1-5 in the rain with 10 touchdowns and 12 interceptions.
I will push back a little bit here. Stafford's a tough SOB, and he did play in the NFC North for a very long time with the Detroit Lions. So, but yeah, you're correct. He has been out west, playing in domes for most of his career. So, not exactly the most ideal situation for Stafford.
Some guys just don't throw a good wet ball, and Stafford's got a hose, so I'm sure it'd be decent, but I don't have any recollection about him throwing a wet ball, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not for a while, at least. Adam says, good morning, Guru. Need to sit one of these running backs in a standard format. Get gross, I know. Barkley, Brees, Singletary, Hubbard, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire for me. I gotta see how that backfield's going to shake out first. And
I'd agree. I don't like Hubbard at all today, but I probably like him more than CEH.
Yeah, we'll see how that backfield kind of shakes out. But Brees in a standard's kind of scary too. I mean, he's been getting by on the reception production, the PPR production. Hasn't really been able to generate much running room for that behind that offensive line. But they should have to run it a lot.
I am starting Edwards-Helaire in the ACI though. That is a 14-teamer where I actually have still some bye week issues. So I mean, I'm hoping for 8 to 10 points. I'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm with you. CEH is more of not a desperation play, but it's got to be deeper. Or
it's either him or Conklin in the rain, or like Trey Palmer.
No, yeah, you got to go Clyde Edwards-Helaire there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Alan says, good morning. We need one running back out of Breece Hall, Jerick McKinnon, or Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
We're going to get a ton of these today.
Yeah, I'm going Breece in this one.
I'm still going Breece. I mean, he did practice on Friday. He's pissed. He apparently got a fine for the hit on AJ Terrell. I mean, what the hell is he supposed to do?
Yeah, I think Jaylen Warren got a similar type of penalty, fine earlier this season, where you lower your shoulder and into the defensive back, and you're playing running.
You're protecting your knee, by the way.
Exactly. Just think how many freaking hits these guys get out. They can't give out a hit. It's a little double standard. But
we also have Addison or Gabe.
Yeah, he needs then the two that you didn't use plus Addison and Gabe in the flex. This is one.
Okay.
Is this a Gabe week? I'm feeling a little bit of a Gabe week this week, John.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so we'll go Gabe over the options there.
Yeah.
Max says, "Good morning, fellas. CEH or Aaron Jones, assuming health." That's a big assumption for Aaron Jones right now. So Jones, CEH versus Dillon. Okay, so I guess
I think I'd go with the Packer guys.
Yeah, and probably the best case scenario is Jones sits and you get all the carries with all the production to AJ Dillon. Although it's not a lot of production,
honestly,
from AJ Dillon.
I know. You know what? I know this is going to sound nuts. As an AJ Dillon person, I actually liked him a little bit as a pick. I took him. I wasn't pumping him up or anything, but I took him, and I've been rolling with him. I actually think he's better when Jones is there. Believe it or not, because they can mix it up. You know what I mean? Like they catch the defense in a I don't know, a look that's conducive. I don't know. It just seems like when you line it up with AJ Dillon, it's like, here it comes. Like everyone stops you.
Yeah.
But I think you could use Jones if he's active and and the word is good. Otherwise, just go Dillon.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
I think it's important to note that with the Kansas City backs, is we're going to get a ton of it. No matter which one of those two backs you're going to play, you better be ready for 5 to 8 points.
Yeah.
Like if that's what you're going to do. However, McKinnon missing practices and games recently.
Yeah, he's been hurt. Yep.
Correct. So are they going to pound him on the goal line? Now, remember last year, everyone's citing his RB1-esque numbers last year. His goal line work is what really helped him get there. The Mahomes-McKinnon stack was more valuable than the Mahomes and Kelsey stack on the goal line. With him missing games and a groin injury he's been nursing, is he going to get the goal line work? Will he get a tap pass? Just be prepared for a 3 to 8 point output from either back against Buffalo if you are going to play them. However, this week, McKinnon is probably one of the few running backs that has a legitimate 20-point upside in him this week if that role does return from last year. It's just not a guarantee.
Yeah, I actually think Edwards-Helaire might have more upside.
I do. If I was choosing between the two, I'd pick Clyde Edwards-Helaire, at least for this week until McKinnon gets caught up to speed. He's been out recently.
As I mean, he looked fat, a month ago, as I pointed out, but honestly, he doesn't look that bad lately. Like I feel like, I don't know, he maybe put on a little bit of weight to push the pile just a little bit more. I mean, I know he's not very good, but I think he's got a little bit more upside than McKinnon. I mean, McKinnon is that's a leap of faith, man. The guy's got like 7 carries on the season.
Yeah, it's all you're hoping for receiving production from him. His prop is about 20 receiving yards. So
I did go with the McKinnon receiving prop though.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's it's set like 19.5 to 21.5 is where I've seen it so far today.
I thought that was pretty good.
Adam says needs 2 of these to start. Zay Flowers, James Cook, Gabe Davis, and Kenneth Walker, half-point PPR. I'm definitely Cook. Yeah, I'm the first 2 here. Zay Flowers, James Cook. Do you swap Gabe in over Zay because of the weather in Baltimore, or I think this is I'd still go Zay. But
this is where you have to determine expectations for almost every slot. Like if you are going to be happy with 9.2 points, go Zay. But if you need 19, I'd go Gabe.
Yeah, Gabe he'll get you the 3 or the 19 here. So I'd lean a little towards Zay. The Walkers, we should have touched on the quarterback situation. Looks like Trevor Lawrence is going to play in Jacksonville. We'll get final confirmation here at
I mean, I saw him walking in, no limp.
Unbelievable. I mean, it looked like he was dead on Monday night. And now he's going to play through it. So in the Geno Smith situation, it's trending in the wrong direction is what Ian Rappaport said this morning. So got to knock everybody from the Seahawks down a peg or two with Drew Lock at quarterback.
Hell, we already zeroed out Geno, I see.
Okay. Yeah, I saw he's not expected to play. So
I would just say that I would also take Gabe Davis in half-point PPRs. Zay Flowers has eclipsed 10 points 3 times. Last week, he did it on a rushing touchdown with 5 receptions and only 25 yards in the rain. I am going to put Gabe Davis as Mr. Hansen just said. It's a Gabe Davis week. Yeah, I'm more willing to take a 3 on Gabe Davis in the hopes of a 20 than putting in Zay Flowers and conceding an 8. I always want that mega upside play, and Zay Flowers is not it without some shenanigans.
Josh Coons says, would you rather play Josh Downs, Alec Pierce, Elijah Moore, or Addison today? It's a half-point PPR with 40-yard play and TD bonus. Tried to get on the radio, but John is more popular than Taylor Swift from 7 to 9 a.m.
Yeah. Thank you, Josh. I think I'm going Eli.
Okay.
12 targets last week.
12 targets. It does look like Cooper's back, though, today. Gave out Amari Cooper receiving prop, 43.5 yards on that one.
It's Flacco, though.
He was very active with Flacco. He had like a 38% target share before he
PJ Walker cut, so it's Flacco.
Yeah. All right, we'll go Elijah Moore on that half-point PPR leg. Suspense says, standard scoring need 1 out of Gabe, Godwin, Higgins, or should I look to pick up Mingo or Hyatt? When I go Gabe. Yeah.
What a nightmare year for Godwin, man. Terrible.
Okay, we got Rims and Tims. Downgrade Shakir. Khalil Shakir with Knox expected to return for sure.
Yeah.
Just a slight. I mean, the offense has certainly picked up since Knox has been out of the lineup. They've been going more 11 personnel, but Knox is back. That means Shakir's going to be off the field a little bit more here. So, got to rein in those expectations. Not a great matchup for him anyway here against the Chiefs, and they've been defending the slot very well this season. So,
schematically, I saw it was a good matchup, but because of McDuffie,
it's not the best matchup. Yeah, so Shakir is only deep leagues that I would be playing him this week. Adam has another question here. Half-point PPR, Zay Flowers or Rashee Rice? This is Rice all day.
I don't love Rice this week. We'll see. But I've been really on him the last 3 games. I think I went with the props and everything. Not as much this week. But
I will say on Rice, I put it in my game hub. If you've been watching the Chiefs the last 2 games, a lot of designed throws to him out on the perimeter to get the ball in his hand. So some cheap PPR points for him. So that's been I think I had it in there. He has 8 designed targets to him the last 2 weeks. He had 9 through the first 12 weeks of the season. So that is part of the offense right now.
He's explosive, man.
Absolutely. Get the ball
watching him in Mobile, Brett Whitefield, when I first sat down, mentioned, he was one of his guys. I'm like, all right, let me watch him. I really liked him, but I worried a little bit about separation, yet sometimes he's like shot out of a cannon out there this year.
Yeah, the separation hasn't been an issue, and he's been excellent after the catch here. RW Sign says, season's greetings, full PPR, one of these at flex. Jerick McKinnon, Roshan Johnson, Cortland Sutton, or Puka Nacua.
Ooh.
This is one I'd probably go Sutton. I mean, at this point, I'm not. It feels kind of fluky, all the touchdown production, but it happens every week. And whenever they're down there, Russ is looking. He's his guy. So
I mean, sure as hell ain't gonna be Jerry Judy. That's for sure. We know that dude ain't scoring.
It's not any of those tight ends. So let's go Cortland Sutton there.
I mean, look, Puka could do it. But I mean, as I wrote in the column, let's be decisive here and say, nope. Nope. It's just bad. Like Marlon
this
Humphrey,
is one of those
bad scheme.
If everything was kind of
bad.
neutral, I would go probably Puka, but this is one of those tiebreaker situations. Let's go with the we know it's going to be clean weather in Los Angeles, and that's a great matchup for Sutton anyway. So let's go Sutton. Richie and Laura DeLuca, I'm thinking about handcuffing CMC for the playoffs. Do I pick up Mitchell or Mason? Of course, Mitchell picks up a knee injury here recently. I think he's going to be out.
He is, yeah. I still got to go Mitchell though.
That's what I'm thinking too, because it didn't land on the IR, so must be a week or two kind of thing. For projecting out, I go Mitchell.
Yep, yeah. I mean, they drafted Mitchell because they love him in the scheme. Mason isn't, I don't think, that great of a fit, but he's kind of fitting in pretty well. He's kind of evolving a little bit, but I mean, Mitchell was plug and play.
Yeah. Let's go Mitchell for that one. Jake says PPR needs one: Jerome Ford, Cooper Kupp, or Ken Walker.
Ooh, I do like Kupp, but the weather, I'd probably go Ford. Yeah, what do you think, Tom?
I'd go Kupp. I mean,
I do like him.
It hasn't been a great matchup for running backs all season against that Jaguars front. So
true. Yeah. I do like Kupp, so let's go with it. I mean, let's use 2 brains instead of one.
All right, let's go Kupp. This is the week he does something here. He did score.
I know. I agree. Week, yeah. But Ford's kind of my guy. That guy does it every week.
Yep. Yeah. Maybe he's a little more involved as a receiver here. Jaguars do give up passing production to backs, so
which he was last week.
Yeah, Kareem, that's kind of been his thing. Yeah. Suspense, half point PPR in America: Jaden Reed, Romeo Dobbs, or Keaton Mitchell.
I'm going Reed.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking too. I gave that out as a prop. Like Jaden Reed's matchup, they give up a lot.
That's my number one prop.
Okay, there you go. Let's go. Let's go Jaden Reed then. Prop is at sitting 39.5 yards. So expecting a big game with Christian Watson also out. We got
tough call. I mean, this is a tough one here.
Yes.
But we got to go with it.
All right, we got some super chat questions from Neil. Thanks, Neil. PPR, Kyle Pitts or Isaiah Likely?
I've been going through that. I've been doing a DFS lineup earlier, and I'm like, I keep going back and forth. I do like Pitts, but I also like Likely.
I like Likely.
I'm going Likely.
Yeah, I love it's setting up pretty well for Likely. If it wasn't rainy conditions today, I'd really love him. But I still like him more than Kyle Pitts. When in doubt, just always fade Kyle Pitts.
I mean, he is coming on a little bit.
He's only gotten fewer than 5 targets a couple of times this year. It's Tampa Bay. They are susceptible to tight end attacking. So Ritter sucks at real life football, but for fantasy football, we know Mr. Millie Maker is able to produce. It just depends on who's going to get it this week. And with Vita Vea in the lineup, running the ball near the goal line, not as good of an option, might open it up. Arthur Smith just has to not pull his good players at the goal line for once. So I might actually take Pitts here.
Is Vita Vea in?
Vita Vea, from what I can tell, is in, but I have not checked.
We'll find out here in 5 minutes. They'll get the official word. We got some more super chat questions. Let's knock these out. Nicholas says, "Hi guys, who do I bench out of Puka, Nico, and Javonte this week in a PPR? He's concerned about weather and matchups for the receivers."
Should be more concerned that Javonte doesn't have a pass catching role. Give me Puka and Nico.
That's what I like. Javonte, there's a cap on the end zone. He literally cannot score a rushing touchdown. So
he's like Derrick Henry, right? With his points per game and wins is night and day to their games at neutral to losing. I'm gonna take. I don't expect Denver to win this week. I'm gonna take Puka and Nico.
He is due, Javonte.
He's been due since like week 2, though, which is my concern.
Well, I have not had the thought of him being due until this week, for what it's worth.
Ooh, okay. I like a guru vibe.
I'm with Thomas, though. I'm playing Puka and Nico. I know the matchups aren't great, but they've at least done something. And this is our first game without Tank. We'll see. Prop has moved up to 70.
I can also point out that if you need a solid 8, right, then play Javonte. Remember, Puka did get banged up.
For sure.
Puka did get banged up, / the matchup, / the weather with Puka, so you're risking it for the biscuit. But I chase that upside like I'm chasing the dragon.
Yeah, Puka is the upside play. You're just
Yeah.
hoping he scores.
100%.
All right, we got another super chat question here from 863 Kane. One point PPR needs one for the flex. We got Calvin Ridley, Puka Nakua, Jerome Ford, Romeo Dobbs, and AJ Dillon. 1 point PPR. Who are we taking here? I'm probably going Puka on that one.
I'm going to go Ford.
Okay.
Puka is going to see Marlon Humphrey. He's banged up on the road. Horrible schematic matchup, and it's going to be pouring.
All right. Thomas, you got to...
I'll take
we'll
Ford. I want to say Dobbs just because of how good Jordan Love has been, and Dobbs is an end zone threat, and Christian Watson is out. So I'm actually leaning Dobbs here for touchdown equity.
But Tom, Kareem Hunt hasn't done crap.
Yeah, he's been terrible.
Yeah, but they've been working pure strong. That's a brutal matchup too. It's nobody moves the ball in the Jaguars with their run game, so I'm not necessarily feeling the Jerome Ford. If he gets it done, it's going to have to be through the air today. It's got to be, 3 or 4 catches for 30 some yards and maybe a receiving touchdown.
I'm not feeling him per se. I'm feeling bad.
You're not feeling Puka even more.
Puka.
He's
right.
He
also has another one. He has another one in here.
Need 2 here. We're going to pick 2 out here. Ridley, DeAndre Hopkins, James Cook. James Cook for me, and then
he's in.
I'm going to play Ridley. Hopkins is going to get absolutely blanketed.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ridley too. With Lawrence looking like he's in.
Even if it's CJ Beathard halfway through the game, Beathard can absolutely eat a ball downfield against the coverage that they have. I'm gonna play Ridley. I'm just not going to watch
Ramsey all day.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to do much today.
And when he's not on Ramsey, it'll be Howard.
Yeah.
Yes, those perimeter matchups are not ideal. OG Bobby with a super chat question. Good morning, Uncle Hansen. I need one in a PPR in America. Breece Hall, Keaton Mitchell, Jordan Addison, Devin Singletary, and Dameon Pierce.
Damn. I think Pierce gets the advantage as like the early down back if they're killing the clock. Singletary will probably get, I don't know, half the early down snaps, maybe on 40%. I don't know, but like you want him in a negative game script, which I don't think we'll see.
No.
I think I'm going Keaton Mitchell.
I don't disagree here. The books have kind of put him ahead of Gus Edwards here coming out of the bye. So
yeah, I don't love Addison here. I mean, hey.
No, I know you love Addison. We got Jefferson back. It's I kind of see. We know how much Dobbs loves throwing the Hawkinson. So Addison almost got to kind of prove it here with Jefferson coming back as well. So
I did take his over prop though, because it's like 38 yards, 35. I'm like,
it's really low. I did see that. It's I think it's even like 33.5 or something, John.
I mean, come on,
Addison. We got another super chat question from Zach. We got Goff or Dobbs?
I think you go Goff.
Yeah, I'm going Goff there.
Yeah, I'm going to play Dobbs.
Pretty low. We do have him pretty low in our projection. We have Josh Dobbs significantly ahead of Goff now.
Goff is getting Chicago Bears defense that is pressuring at a higher rate than they were before, mostly because of the Montez Sweat deal. He's away from home. I'm going to go Dobbs and just pray that he doesn't get benched at half for Jaron Hall. Because the upside with Jefferson back and how much he scrambles and how much they struggle against scrambling, Dobbs could be in
that Raiders secondary has been pretty good all season, but they cut Marcus Peters and they got beat up by the Chiefs quite a bit right before the bye. So
Justin Jefferson's pretty good.
Yeah,
we did move up Dobbs. I kind of like Goff, but I mean it's close. But I'd go Goff.
Okay. I'm going Dobbs. It is close. I do worry about the playing outdoors and the Chicago's defense coming on here a little bit. But,
yeah.
We got another one here. Flex: Jaden Reed, Jerome Ford, and Garrett Wilson.
Man, I'm all in on Jaden Reed. I'm doing it. Better quarterback.
Yeah, I like Reed a lot this week too. Do I like him more than Garrett Wilson? That's a real
Garrett Wilson in the pouring rain.
in the pouring rain.
Yeah,
Very good point.
Give me Reed.
Yeah, let's go Reed. It's a little safer here. Rob has a super chat question as well. David Montgomery, Javonte Williams, Calvin Ridley needs 2. Now this is one I think I'd go the backs, Montgomery and Javonte.
Yeah, I think
would-
so.
I would
Ridley's
still
way
take-
too volatile.
I would still take Monte and Ridley. 1 30-yard reception from Ridley is going to be enough to be thankful you put him in over Javonte, in my opinion. And then you got Monty revenge game.
Wow,
Okay.
Javonte
What,
Hater in the house.
He's just been really bad. Like he's just
Yeah.
been so middling.
Mr. Empty
If
Calorie.
Yeah, and just so mediocre. Yep.
if his receiving work wasn't taken by a running back that feels like he's been in the NFL for 20 years already, then I would feel a lot better. But he's just not being used that way. And until he is, he's just an RB3 with RB2 upside to me. And
Well,
I would
P-Ron
just
is banged
take the
up, by
big.
the way.
Yeah, I just want to see the passing rule work because it went to Jaleel McLaughlin before that, before P. Ryan took it back over. It seems
Javonte
to be
does have
everyone
catches,
but
though.
Javonte.
He's caught at least 3 balls in 5 of his last 6. It's just he hasn't do anything with them. You don't notice it.
It's
He
all,
averages like
he's
3
under
yards
4
a
yards a
freaking
carry.
catch.
Yep. It's just no
Fair.
touchdowns.
I
Where are we
can't
going
believe
next
how
here?
few yards he gets per reception, though. It's ridiculous.
And he's
That's-
breaking tackles, which is on the run, which is a weird combination.
I don't get it.
All right, we have another super chat question from Zach. Needs 2 running backs. Mostert,
Williams.
Kyron Williams, Clyde
Yeah,
Edwards-Helaire, McKinnon. It's the first 2.
First 2.
Mostert and Williams.
Yeah.
Easy.
No real discussion there.
How
on
about
that one.
Jeffrey Simmons being out for the Titans?
Big.
Yeah, he got pretty banged up last week. He was trying to
That
play
is
through a knee injury.
huge.
Big Earns in the house.
Big
Fields or
Earn.
Lamar, 6-point passing TD. 6-point passing TDs. So Fields or Lamar.
I'm going Fields.
Easy.
I kind of like Fields as well.
I wouldn't even think twice.
And then we got another one here. Flowers versus Brees in a half PPR.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
like
man.
Flowers is going to catch like 5 for 50.
Does he score?
We hope
Let's go
50.
Brees. Brees
I'm going
is
Brees.
where are we going next here?
Keep
Man, all the super chat questions are coming in here. OG Bobby says, "Good morning, Uncle Hansen. I need one
we
PPR."
answered this one for you,
Okay,
OG.
we
You
Oh.
posted that one twice, big homie. We love you, but
Brad.
let us know if that was a mistake,
Right.
big dog.
It just bought us a
Mike-
cup of coffee.
cup of coffee.
Cup of
Oh my
coffee.
goodness.
A Puka Nakua cup of Cooper
A
Cuppy
decaf Metcalf.
coffee. Yeah, decaf.
Mike sends a super chat question in here. 1 wide receiver and 1 running back. We got Higgins versus Dobbs. Going Dobbs. I mean,
Dobbs. Oh,
Yep.
Mhm.
Ty Chandler versus Kenneth Gainwell in a half-point PPR. Oh boy.
I actually like Madison today. I think he's due. Either Madison or Javonte are scoring today, I will say.
Chandler's role was bad last time out too.
I'm going Gainwell.
They could be playing from behind, could be playing more the 4-minute offense. So let's go Gainwell. All right.
Justin, I saw that you posted here. I have to go and look and scroll through the chat to find your question. So give me a little bit and I will do that. I will make sure it gets done. But we'll go with Bianca's, and then we're back to the live chat after an insane amount of donations, which we appreciate from all of you.
Yes,
Trevor
thanks a lot
Lawrence,
for the
active,
questions.
of course.
Okay. Bianca says full point need 2. Gabe Davis, Amari Cooper, Javonte Williams, Jerome Ford, Alec Pierce, Devin Singletary. Needs 2.
Okay. All right.
Going. Cooper. I kind of like Cooper. I like Cooper with Flacco.
Jesus. I think I'm going to
guess-
remove the Pierce Singletary guys.
Yes, they're out of the picture for me as well.
Cooper. Cooper and Javonte.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I know Thomas will go somewhere else.
Need 2.
Probably don't want to go with 2 Browns here.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I kind of was leaning Cooper and Ford, but
Give me Davis and Cooper.
I mean, the
They
thing
just-
about Javonte, I know it's frustrating, but number one, Russ Wilson still stinks. Like he's getting worse, and it's the Chargers. You know, the Chargers. Enough
They've
said.
been better against the run. They've been better.
I know, but
Jeez, we have so. Okay.
Jason says CEH versus Keaton Mitchell in a full point PPR. I'm going Mitchell.
Mitchell.
Yes. Richard super chat flex question: Brees, Calvin Ridley, or Gabe?
I wish some of these offenses were like the Jets. Like if they didn't suck. Well, I guess this wouldn't even be a question if they didn't suck, right?
Brees would be a slam dunk. So literally so many Brees questions this week.
So Brees for
Ridley
a
or
safe
Gabe?
9 points. Gabe, if you need upside.
Yeah, if you're shooting for the moon.
Is Ridley more
Ridley's
upside
not.
than Gabe?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It's gonna be a low
I
scoring
don't
game. Denzel Ward's back. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. It's a schematic matchup. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably go Brees here. Nicola. Good morning. 2 questions. Half point PPR. Pick one of these 3: Rashad Bateman, Jalen Hyatt, or Parker Washington. He's already playing Ingram. I don't think that really matters.
I think you go Washington.
I think so too. I mean, unless you're really just hoping for like Jalen Hyatt 70-yard touchdown. If you really need the upside, if you're going, Bateman's kind of low man here. Parker, I feel more confident in him that he could get you 7 fantasy points.
The Italian stallion with 6 catches or 5 catches on 6 targets for 109 with Mr. DeVito last week. Me and my people are thriving for this. I'm not going to play him, but I just wanted to point out that the Italian stallion is the GOAT, and we need him in this league.
Well, it is pouring. We do have a weather issue there. And the thing about Parker Washington is, aren't we just plugging him right inside?
Yeah, he's the
it's a very prominent position in the offense.
Hyatt will be no weather there. I think that's tomorrow night, so it's not a.
The weather's going to be gone by then. Okay.
Yeah, range shouldn't be an issue for that game. So,
I mean, it's been raining every weekend here.
Hey, we saw what Parker Washington. You know, hey, let's go there.
Ride the good vibes.
Well,
you're a Penn State guy, Tom. Do you like him?
I love him. Yeah, I mean, pissed off at him that he went to the pros. We didn't have a receiver this year. He was going to be the guy. So he's right after the catch. He's a little different player than Christian Kirk. He's kind of built like a running back, real physical player, after the catch kind of guy. But
I kind of saw a little Golden Tate there.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that. Yep.
In my opinion, he's just better Rondale Moore. Like that's the vibe I got from him watching his tape during the process. So
yeah, he's thicker. He's bigger boy, but he fell in the draft. He was hurt. And then when he went into the draft process and didn't really get to test a lot, so kind of cost. Right. He was kind of a 3rd round. That was kind of where he was initially stopped. So
it's a deep class too. You know,
it was, and picked the wrong time to go out. We got another super chat question here.
Well, he has the second half of this.
Lawrence versus Stroud. I'm playing Stroud. Yeah.
I
mean,
I'm probably playing Stroud if Lawrence is healthy anyway. So we're gonna.
I don't like Stroud, but I'm playing Stroud.
No, but we're playing Stroud here.
That's the way.
Okay, we got another super chat question.
We got 3 more.
Oh my gosh! Need goodness. 2 for flex. Need upside. Devin Singletary, Jordan Addison, Breece Hall, or Gabe Davis. This is a PPR in America for FFPC championship.
Oh, I freaking lost last week in one where it was the old, I would have beat the other 2 teams in the round of the playoffs deal.
We have Graham and I and Joe have a team that got knocked off, went 10-2 in the regular season. Got knocked off. Man. I kind of like
Gabe,
if we're shooting for the upside for sure. And then
the FFPC League Championship.
Yes.
I mean, it's either
I'm thinking Breece.
Addison or Hall.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking Breece. There's so many Breece questions this week. Another one. A Heat lifer, Goddard or Likely?
Give me
This
Goddard.
is one I'll use the weather as the the coin here, and I'll go Goddard. They're pretty even in my mind, but
Yeah,
the weather situation with Likely, let's go for the safe. And that game could shoot out in Dallas. Could be a very high
absolutely. They
scoring
need
game,
that.
So.
It's really good timing because they really needed the third option in their offense, and it's not a great skinny Batman week, so he could be the second guy. It's gonna be a big AJ Brown game.
Their props are both around 35 yards, so but I think Goddard has the chance, the more likely chance to really put up a lot of production. So Sutton or Flowers? I think we're going Cortland Sutton on this one.
100%.
Okay. We got another one from Jason, super chat question. Keaton Mitchell over James Cook in a half-point PPR. I'm not doing that. I'm going James Cook.
James, for sure.
I'm going James Cook too.
All right, let's get to our man who has been waiting a little bit.
Okay.
That's Bull.
That's Bull. Season's greetings. Hopefully the fantasy Grinch doesn't steal my fantasy points. I hope not. Half-point PPR needs a wide receiver, a running back, and a flex. Out of DK Metcalf, Brandon Cooks, Garrett Wilson, Puka Nacua, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, holy crap, Javonte Williams, Breece Hall. Already have Dak, JJ, and Moss. Holy, we're setting an entire lineup here.
Yeah,
DK out for me with no Geno. Do we like Cooks or Wilson or Puka?
I don't
Cooks.
love Cooks.
You don't love Cooks.
I don't. I think he'll see a lot of Slay.
It's been real thin. It's always 4 or 5 targets with him. He's gonna pull the rug out from us one of these weeks. Have a
So I'm not doing DK here.
I'm not either. If it looks like Geno's gonna miss, no way.
I mean,
do we feel great about Garrett Wilson or Puka either?
No, I don't love either or, but I mean, I would probably go Garrett Wilson. And I mean, which back in Detroit? Well, actually, no, I think I'd go Garrett Wilson in the 2 Lions backs.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely playing the Lions backs. And then the flex. Let's go Garrett Wilson and then Gibbs and Monty for the running back and flex spot.
We figured it out.
There's a lot of names to sift through there. Justin.
Yeah, guys, we gotta keep the questions away from 8 guys if we're gonna get through them. We love you, but try our best. Justin, I finally found your question.
Okay,
here we are.
1 point PPR flex: Odell Beckham, Roshan Johnson, Dontavian Wicks, Brevin Jordan, or Tyler Conklin.
Yeah,
I mean, what are we looking for here? 10 plus. We're looking for a solid 8.
I kind of like
Roshan.
Okay,
and Conklin.
Foreman back with Roshan is interesting. Oh boy,
I kind of like Wicks. That's my
Really?
Yeah, I think he's been.
I mean,
really
he is
good.
good.
He just hasn't had the chance to play a lot, but.
Yeah.
If we're shooting for somebody, hey, let's we're picking from scrubs here.
True.
The guy that has
if you're looking for
15 points,
12 plus, it's Wicks.
Yeah. He also has Stroud versus Minshew, Browning, Flacco, and Baker. I'm going Stroud.
Yeah.
I
hope he runs one in.
Yeah, just gotta hope, but don't love it for Stroud in that weather, but in that matchup, but. I'm not sitting for those guys.
I mean, just think about it from a perspective of how much of a chump will you feel like if you bench Stroud one of those scrubs and he has 3 touchdowns,
Yeah, which is always possible.
Screw that. I don't want to face that anger.
Expectations all season. So,
RJ, I'm trying to find your question here. I can't. Appreciate the dono, and same with Salvatore. It can be a little confusing if you haven't used it before. We're trying to pop the question in with the dono. We love and appreciate
Vita Vea is inactive.
Vita Vea is inactive. That's going to change
that is big for B. I should have went with a Bijan prop. Damn it.
Yeah, that's
Zach
big
has a question
ATL.
here with T-Law active. Do we go Zay Jones or Jordan Addison?
We go Addison.
Jordan Addison.
I mean,
yep.
Yeah, we're making fantasy hard on ourselves. With healthy
inactive. I didn't know Akuda might be inactive.
Yeah, but Akuda's Tom, you're gonna have to go and at this point, what time are we at? We're at 10:46. I would say go and find one that we have not. I'm gonna look for Salvatore's question. I'm gonna pop him up here. Salvatore, we appreciate it. I cannot find your cue. Just drop that question in there and I will get it in there. Let's go with Charlie Mack. At this point, we have so many that I'm just going to be picking ones that we have not done yet.
So Charlie Mack has CJ Stroud versus Love. This is a slam dunk.
Oh, Love all day.
Love.
All day.
Let's see here. Wesley, Mostert versus Jacobs, full PPR.
Mostert.
Yeah.
I don't like Jacobs this week.
Got to ride that touchdown, Love, with Mostert. He gets it done every week. So
Jeffrey Simmons out is massive.
That's a good point as well. Let's see here.
Here's a good one. I like this one. I like
Kenny,
this one.
McKinnon versus Spears in a PPR. This is one I'd go McKinnon. It looks like Henry will play.
Oh, Denzel Ward is out, and Tyson Campbell, huh?
Oh, Ward is out. I thought they were expecting him to come play this week.
There's so many late injuries, and in the week, like this has just been an absolutely dastardly week.
Anyway, let's just throw a little bit of weather into the mix as well.
Right.
This is a hell of a week here. Welcome to the fantasy playoffs.
I'll bump up. I'm going to bump up Zay Jones. If Zay Jones does anything today, you'll know why.
Denzel Ward out.
Okay, we're gonna go with
Bianca has a super chat question. PPR need 2. Javonte versus Jerome Ford versus Calvin Ridley versus McKinnon. So it needs 2. Ford and Javonte, or are we going Ridley?
Javonte.
Yeah, Ford and Javonte. And then we got Falcons.
The thing that makes me have hope with Javonte simply is the team's doing pretty well. Offense isn't that bad, and Russ kind of stinks. So, I mean, they're just going to run the ball, I think.
Okay. We got another question on here. Falcons, they got, why am I blanking? Tampa Bay, and then Cleveland versus Jacksonville. What's the defense that we're picking from that one? I'm probably going Cleveland. We got injured Lawrence trying to play through an injury, low total. Give me Cleveland.
Yeah, I'll go Cleveland. Their line, by the way, is not great in pass protection.
No, and they lost Cam Robinson as well. So
yeah, exactly.
It could be feasting season.
Of course, Trevor, looked like he was going to be a cripple for 6 months. He'll probably be out there like Lamar today.
Yeah, he'll be absolutely shredding them there. No practice this week, looking dead on Monday night.
He might be a Martian. I'm sorry.
They said he's never missed a game. Never missed a game dating back to high school.
I think they really need to study that man's DNA. There's something weird going on there, man. I'm telling you.
Ben, half-point PPR. Mingo, Zay Jones, Parker Washington, or Jameson Williams?
I mean, I'm done backing Jameson props. He never gets more than 2 catches.
So
routes are up. Everything's positive other than the actual production.
He's actually getting targets.
Yeah.
He's just running wind sprints and blocking out there.
I kind of like Mingo, but Washington is probably safer.
Yeah,
right.
I kind of go Washington there, or we go Zay Jones with the Denzel Ward
out. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, so
I'll go.
I think we're going. I'm going Washington.
I'm going Zay. Just the longer track record, but I either way, I could. Liked what I saw out of Parker last week there.
At least you're not a blind just homer. You know what I mean? Like
no. That you'll never say that about. Hey, I took the Patriots plus 6 points on Thursday night, and I didn't even have to sweat it out there. So I am the farthest thing from a homer. So
yeah.
Brandon says standard Nico Collins versus Rashee Rice. Ooh, I
go Collins.
I would go Collins too, but I understand the question here. But I can't take Nico Collins.
Mike Boone inactive, by the way, in case anyone cares.
Okay. Dare gotten elevated last week. He was in passing situations, so
right. Yeah. So I guess it's just
Thomas, I'll just kind of follow your lead here. Whatever you throw up on the screen, I'll read.
I'm just tracking right now.
Okay.
We're good.
Michael says, "Good morning, guys. Flex spot half PPR. Puka Nacua, Javonte Williams, Jalen Waddle, Derrick Henry, or Keaton Mitchell. Wow. What a group you're choosing from here.
This is Waddle 100 times out of 10.
That's my initial thought.
Oh yeah.
If Henry, Henry, the script is going to be awful. I just don't love it for him there. So it was between those two. So let's go Waddle. More upside there.
Good schematic matchup there per the tool. By the way, the last
100%.
time that was the case,
He went
went
off
for 100
2 weeks ago. Yep.
2 weeks ago.
Yep. Where do you want to go here? Another super chat question. Miss McSkeet says, "Good morning. Full PPR. Ridley versus Addison." Oh,
I'd probably go Ridley.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ridley is, we got Lawrence in there too. So
Right.
let's
Lawrence
go,
in, Ward out.
Let's go Ridley.
JJ
and he has
in.
a Dobbs versus Trevor Lawrence question here.
I'm
I
playing
got to go
Dobbs.
Dobbs.
I go Dobbs there. Yeah.
Gotta
Dobbs
The
will
Browns defensive line is just going to feast on that Jaguars offensive line. And if Lawrence, I do not believe that he's totally healthy. This is desperation to me. His mobility is going to be gone, and Myles Garrett is going to add him to his collection of Halloween ornaments in the worst way today.
All right, so we're going Dobbs on that one. Estavio says full point PPR. Start 2 out of Mostert, Eckler, or Javonte.
You know what's gross is I'm probably starting Javonte over Eckler.
I know. That's what I was just thinking. I'm like, holy crap, Eckler is down bad right now. Whew.
Yeah, we're sitting Eckler.
Yep.
Yeah,
we are sitting Eckler.
When they say Isaiah
that is
Spiller's in
painful.
the mix for carries, we're sitting
no.
Eckler.
No.
I'm wondering, John, I have this weird feeling that this is kind of one of those they're saying this, but they're going to do that. Do you think they're just pumping up these other guys to make Eckler mad? Like, I know teams do that regularly in these situations, or do you actually think where there's smoke, there's fire with this?
They may believe it and leaked it also to get him mad. Both things could be true. Like, they may plan on it and they purposefully leaked it to motivate Eckler. I mean,
right.
I could see that. Coaches put stuff out to motivate players all the time. They really do.
Right. It's also weird that he's not even like Leonard Fournetting his way to good fantasy games.
Yeah, he can't even catch the ball anymore.
The Kellen Moore
left and right now.
I lost an over
3.5
targets. Catch prop on him last week.
Yeah, he dropped one right over the middle. I was like, what are you doing? It was brutal.
I at least expected a Leonard Fournette type PPR spam. Yeah, it's tough, but I might actually play Javonte this week, preparing for the fact that Eckler will go off undoubtedly for 30 points today.
Let's see here. Where we want to go next?
I am trying to find some ones involving some players we haven't discussed yet. So Rob has one.
Oh, this is a good one. We got the report this morning that Olave is a little under the weather here. So we got 1 point PPR in America. Olave versus Devontae. Man, I would have said Olave in a heartbeat about 2 days ago when it looked like Winston was going to start and he wasn't sick. And now we got Carr back in there who won't throw him the damn ball. And
yeah, we'll go skinny Batman. We don't love him. He doesn't crush man, but that's a shootout city.
Yes,
Big D.
Good on that fast turf and the Big D there. So
the only thing that worries
and he's playing
me
better.
Right. When Goddard's in, though, Devonta Smith's role completely changes. So I'll be interested to see if Goddard, who apparently could have played last week, is going to come back in for the same role, or with Skinny Batman's progression in the offense, does he still maintain his targets? It'll be interesting to me, but Derek Carr, this banged up and being complete booty cheeks, really puts a stink on Chris Olave. So I'll also play Skinny Batman.
Get that Imodium in him.
Right. Just interesting that Goddard is back. So I'm going to pay attention to those splits and his role, especially in the red zone. Looking forward to the game, though.
I think he goes from like 8.5 targets to like 7,
right.
On average.
It's the end zone work for Goddard that I'm a little concerned with, but touchdowns aren't sticky anyway. So you're just rolling with it right here. I like this question from Teeny.
Teeny says he needs a quarterback here. Jake Browning, Gardner Minshew, or Baker Mayfield.
Boy, they're all like decent low end options.
I'm gonna go with the Browning. I mean,
I'm
let's
going
see
Browning.
if this is like actually a thing. He's running a little
Yeah.
bit too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
Let's go Browning. Let's
You
see
know-
if he can keep it going. Brett Minshew was. It still wasn't that great last week. He needed the overtime. He needed, the long play and the time in overtime to get home last week. So Minshew has not been very good for fantasy here. So let's go with Browning. Let's see if it's real.
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I think the system is real and the supporting cast
The players
is real.
are Jamar Chase is real.
Right. So I mean, they can prop him up for a month. You know,
Yeah, Jamar Chase is he's so good.
He's sick.
21 Brazil.
21 Brazil says Tucker Kraft, Tyler Conklin, or Tanner Hudson.
man, Tanner Hudson though, I'm going.
Oh my God! I looked at his. He ran like 10 routes last week. He's on the field. He gets the damn ball. But
Exactly.
I'm going.
I'm going Conklin.
Conklin's for sure the safest. Do we go Kraft? Just hoping that maybe they score a touchdown. They're going to score more touchdowns than the Jets.
I like Conklin. I mean,
Let's go Conklin. I got the Conklin prop as well. Uzoma's out.
He has click with Jack Wilson.
Oh, for sure. He's click with everybody. But Uzoma's out. He should run a few more routes. That should help him a little bit as well.
Hopefully it's not Ruckert time.
He has
never
been playing
Ruckert
a
time.
little bit more. Let's see here.
I'm again looking for one we have not done yet. This one will count, Mr. Neal.
Okay, Neil, need a running back and a flex, full PPR. David Montgomery, Javonte Williams, Amari Cooper, Gabe Davis, Jaden Reed. Oh my gosh. I'm playing Monty for sure. Just ride that touchdown low. It's not the best matchup against the Bears, but guy scores a touchdown every damn week.
I'm playing Reed.
Going Reed. Okay. We're going Reed.
I'm going to play Cooper. Cooper
I
was off to a good start.
Amari Cooper now. Yep.
He was off to a good start before he left that game with multiple injuries, and the Jaguars are pass funnels. So I am going to play Cooper, fully expecting him to have 2 catches.
I would say Reed is safer.
He is 100%. He is. He gets some
more stable.
He has rushing upside. He plays in the screen game
passes. Yep.
And he's used in the red zone. He's definitely safer. I just want that Amari Cooper versus the Jaguars pass funnel. Is just my preference. Okay, we have Nico versus Sauce in the Rain. That's interesting. Let's go with this one. I like this one from
El Jefe.
Jefe. Yeah.
Let's
Herbert
see here. We got a quarterback question.
Gotta go.
Justin Herbert versus Russell Wilson.
I'm going Herbert. Russ was brutal last week.
Russ, I mean, he's got to run it in. Yeah, let's go Justin Herbert. Matchup is as good as it gets. Not as good as it gets, but it's good for Russ. But Chargers defense has turned a little bit of a corner here the last couple of weeks. Let's go Herbert. Can't. They're gonna lean on Russ's legs and Javonte in the running game. So let's go Herbert on that one.
Right. I agree. I definitely agree. Let's go this one. Adams and Collins. Interesting question.
Davante Adams versus Nico Collins for Henry here.
Davante Adams all day long. I love Davante.
I love Davante as well. Nico, if it was perfect conditions, maybe we go Nico, but it's going to be wet. Tough matchup. Couple negatives in his corner here. So let's go Davante Adams.
Yeah, I took his over 68 yards.
60. Yeah, he was 67, 68.
It's a classic pitch and catch game this week, I think, where he's just like open all the time. Short area. All that.
Yeah. The blitz beaters. We saw with DJ Moore 2 weeks ago. Get it out quick and let your guy create after the reception. John has a question here: Charbonnet, McKinnon, or CEH? Oh my gosh.
PPR. I think I'm going CEH.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Oh,
he will catch. By the way, it's not like he's freaking stiff in the passing game. Like I think he'll catch 2.
Clyde, I think he can do that. Charbonnet banged up, Gino out. Like they could get just steamrolled today. Oh yeah. I do think it kind of works more in his favor. If they're playing in a real negative script, Charbonnet should play a little bit more than Walker, but I'll go.
It's hard to say that, though. You're right.
Yeah.
But with Charbonnet banged up, we don't know the extent of either.
Yeah,
injury.
and do we expect Drew Lock to check it down too? No, I don't. He likes to say, "Fuck it, I'm throwing it deep." So let's go Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that one.
Yep.
Where do you want to go next here, Thomas? Alejandro, DK Metcalf or Skinny Batman? Half PPR. This is a slam dunk with the Seattle News now. Let's go Skinny B.
How far? Let's see. Do we? Oh, we gotta knock DK down a little bit more. This is not enough, honestly. I don't think. I'm gonna knock him down a little bit more.
All right, Thomas,
all the way down a few pegs.
Where do you want to head next here?
Yeah, I'm just. I love this. I know we touched on it a while ago, but Donovan says no one should be starting Shakir. Hey,
Yeah,
sometimes it's nitty and gritty. Our super chat has popped back up, so we're gonna hit that. We're gonna go Thomas M.
Thomas M. Super flex 6-point passing touchdowns. Pick 2 out of Gardner Minshew, Trevor Lawrence, and C.J. Stroud. Stroud.
I'm gonna say Stroud Minshew.
Yeah.
I think we got to play Minshew.
Which feels really disgusting. Like and I'll admit, all of my hesitation just lies on having experienced high ankle sprains and trying to play football. I do not understand how his leg is functioning, and he's going to play against Cleveland. So,
I'd be limping for weeks.
For the next month.
I stub my toe when I'm out. So I'm not sitting here trying to compare my previous playing football history with an elite athlete. I am just saying how unbelievable that is, because I stub my toe and I'm out for 3 days. It's just not. But I think Minshew has, as Hansen pointed out earlier, he has the weapons to get himself 2 touchdowns. So I'm going to like that. And Nick also has a super chat here.
All right, Nick has a super chat. 0.5-point PPR, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Rashee Rice, Brandon Cooks, Breece Hall, and CEG. I'm going to guess that's CEH.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, Helaire. Rashee Rice for sure.
Right.
And I'm probably going Brandon Cooks.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm gonna score touchdowns.
I think Breece Hall can catch as many balls as Cooks in a half PPR.
I definitely believe that's gonna happen.
And one long one for Hall. I'll play Hall here.
Yeah.
I think what you said earlier about Cooks, where he's gonna pull the rug out this week.
It could happen this week. All right.
That's what I'm hoping.
I just like his. I think they're, similar as you said, the reception. But I think Cooks has a better chance of scoring a touchdown. Who would have guessed that at this point of the year?
That is definitely fair.
We'd be week 14. I'd be like, Brandon Cooks has a better chance to score a touchdown than Breece Hall. But here we are.
Dak is playing out of his mind.
Yes. Joseph says, bench Flowers for Wicks. Worried about the weather. I wouldn't go that far.
It's a little bit much.
I'd go.
You're talking a backup over essentially the one.
Yeah, he is the one now.
By the way, let's not forget that he's coming off his best game of the year in the first game without Mark Andrews.
But it was, as Thomas said, it was a little fluky. Did have that rushing touchdown, the last offensive play of the game for them.
That was just the fantasy guys making up for that one he had taken off the board.
Oh, that's true. He did have that with the Odell, the sloppy holding call. So yeah, that's true. There you go. It was the fantasy gods evening it out for Zay Flowers owners. Where are we jumping to next here?
Yeah, I'm passing through. We have some really good questions, like this one right here from Scott Chandler.
Oh, Scott Chandler.
I would go. I hate to say it. I'd probably go Achane with Simmons out.
Yeah, Achane has the chance to just go off at any point. We saw last week. This could be. They were using him as kind of the closer last week.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
what? 14-point favorites this week. I did not see that. I figured it would be Jeff Wilson kind of as that closer type, but I think they wanted it. I guess Achane didn't have reps for 8 weeks, so I think they probably also wanted to get him a few more touches, heading into the postseason here, get him some work. But let's go.
I don't think McDaniel cares about running the score up. So even if they get out ahead like that, if Achan's gonna see the field at all, I prefer him over Waddle. And also Achan has a way better chance of having a blow up game than Waddle has had all year. So I'm gonna play Achan.
You guys watching the Hard Knocks
season? Yeah. It's been pretty
I
good.
just started it this week. It's great. Anytime you get Mike McDaniel, he's so awesome. I'm so glad I had a little.
What was the thing?
with
When he got hit in the nuts on the sidelines, first play of the game, I'm forgetting who the tight end was. He's like, I got hit in the nuts. I'm trying to stay composed here. I just got hit.
He's unbelievable. I've been talking about that Van Ginkel since last year. Like, he's unbelievable.
He's an animal. And then for them to like follow Jalen Phillips in the week leading up to that was pretty brutal. That was a kick in the nuts, but that was some good TV.
Tough, yeah.
Let's see here. Heat Lifer, Josh Downs versus Tajay Spears.
I was going to say, based on the matchup, and I still don't know. I do think either Downs or my guy Pierce. Oh, I like Downs too. Either Downs or Pierce, I think will do something here. But I'm probably going Downs there. Yeah, I mean,
down game last week, but this is a great match. A lot of production being given up out of the slot for the Bengals here. So let's go Josh Downs. PPR performance, probably get you 10 or 12 points.
Now, 10 years ago, I'd go Spears and it would work out. But these freaking blowout reach running backs, they never work anymore. They just never do.
No.
Definitely not the same.
Spears looked great last week, though, man. Do you guys see him out there?
They need to get him.
Oh,
I'm over the Derrick Henry era. Let's go on to Tajay already.
Derrick Henry is like a week removed from having an absolute week-winning week. Let's not kill.
I know, but I'm ready. I'm ready for Tajay Spears time in Tennessee.
He's not King
Derrick
Tommy.
Henry. Go sign with the Cowboys this offseason. Let's do something new down there. French says PPR need 2 out of Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, or Olave. I'm going Mixon and Olave. Eckler is kind of toast. And then we got
Mixon's a terrible matchup. Yeah,
I'd go Goff.
Yeah. Goff or Stroud?
I'd go Goff.
All right, John's going Goff.
Interesting. I'm playing Stroud.
Yeah, I'm going Stroud. But
he has some
Goff
rushing upside as well.
Is like, number one, I don't think their running game is going to dominate. Maybe they do late, but again, no pass rush. We're good.
Mm-hmm. That's a great point.
I don't think the Bears have a good pass rush. I mean, it's a tough matchup.
It
really is.
But ever since the trade, but yeah, it's been raw. It's a bottom half, bottom 10, pass rush. OG Bobby, 1 point PPR. I'm favoring Breece Hall, or should I go Keaton Mitchell, Devin Singletary? I'm up 27 from Zeke. Good move there. That was a nice play. Yeah, I'd probably go Breece Hall out of this group. Mitchell's the only one
I'm going to play Mitchell.
I feel like Mitchell's safer.
Yeah. Well, and he's already got 27. He's got a good blow up game already. Shoot for the blow up game. The way I look at something like this, when you're making a decision, if you've got 27 unexpectedly from your Zeke Elliott and you play Mitchell, if Mitchell bombs out, split that in half and you're meeting your projection. But if Mitchell absolutely blows up in torches, now you're getting that double big game blow up from an unexpected spot in your lineup. That may sound a little weird at first, but if you think about it, it does end up making sense when you, again, want to chase insane upside, which is all I do.
That's a good way to say it, and also, irrespective of the receiving work, if you were to be told that one of the running backs is running for 10 yards, I'd guess that it was Breece Hall 100 times out of 100.
Oh, yeah. I totally, yeah. I think Breece he's going to get 4 or 5 catches in this game. So that's why full PPR, I kind of favor him a little bit more, but I totally get the Mitchell, and everything kind of seems to be pointing towards Mitchell's going to be the guy in that back.
Boy, people were, I guess, skeptical of Zeke last week. I mean, I
picked him up and used him in a league. I was like, he's going to get touches. I mean, they haven't been able to score touchdowns, but on volume alone, I thought he was good for at least 12 points. So
I came up with we had like a spur of the moment bit on the air all week talking about Zeke, and I just kept going, Zeke. just make it. He's getting 29 carries. Forget it. And he's getting 29 touches. He got 29 touches.
Yeah.
I mean, that first drive, they were using him in the pass. He looked good in the passing game, too.
Oh, I regret not doing that receiving prop. Damn it. It's so easy.
Zeke. Calvin says, Love or Fields? Fields for me here.
Man, this is a big one. If he wins, he's in the playoffs.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I'm playing Fields.
I'm going Fields
again.
as well.
I'm chasing
that rushing prop for him is at 60 yards. He's gone over 100 yards 3 straight games against the Lions.
Remember DJ Moore, absolute
baller.
It'll be interesting with Love without Watson. Has been an interesting endeavor this year, as much as Watson's been a little bit disappointing. But without him on the field, Love has been a little bit more restricted. So we're going to see that this week. See what happens.
I think there is. That's a good point. I think there is a correlation there between his, ascension here the last 3 weeks and Watson being healthier for sure.
All right. Joey says Lamar or Love this week. I win the regular season. Lamar versus Love.
I trust Love more.
Yeah, I gotta go Lamar.
I'm going Love.
Thomas, you're the tiebreaker.
Oh my God. I want you to win the regular season.
Yes, this is important.
But I'm playing Love.
All right, we got
I'm
2 Loves and a Lamar. So
they get down inside the 5. I just imagine it's Gus Bus 3 straight times and a field goal.
Yeah,
it has been a lot this year.
Game.
They don't use Lamar like that.
No,
like if it's inside the 5, they never do.
Yeah.
Big Poppy's in the house. David Ortiz, Herbert or Dobbs? I'm worried going into the playoffs with Herbert. Hashtag skank.
I assume that's Khalil.
No,
right?
Justin Herbert versus Josh.
That'll
Dobbs.
be Justin.
Dobbs.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Romeo Dobbs.
You were thinking Romeo Dobbs.
Damn it.
Justin Herbert versus Josh Dobbs.
That's
tight.
I'd probably go. I know we have Herbert higher, but it's close.
We had a discussion about this in the Dynasty chat yesterday, and I'm just gonna play Dobbs and be totally okay if Jaren Hall gets in the game. Dobbs has better weapons at this point. Like he's in a better situation than Justin Herbert is, which sounds disgusting.
No. We got
and
Austin
his
Eckler
rushing
moving around in there like a wheelchair out there.
Correct. So Jefferson back, Addison's off double coverage, and his rushing. I'm gonna play Dobbs and just pray that the turnover fest is over.
No, I hear you. Yeah. I'm with
you. Okay, we got time for a couple more questions here.
Thomas, we're gonna crank out some more. McSkeet says Gibbs or skinny Batman.
I'm going Gibbs there.
Yeah, I gotta go Gibbs.
Okay, Matt Fox, Goff or Browning. I'm just gonna rattle some off here.
Goff or Browning? I'd go Goff there.
Goff.
Yeah.
Stroud or Minshew.
Stroud or Minshew? Stroud.
I like this one here from Michael. Lockett or Higgins?
Oh, Jesus.
This one, yeah.
How's your team still alive?
I'm probably going Lockett.
Yeah, I'll go Lockett.
Lock can get him the ball.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think Lock will take some downfield shots. So just pray that you get one of them.
Doesn't of Herbert or let Russ cook. Length of TD has a bonus.
Okay, let's go. I'm going Herbert on that one.
I'm going Herbert. Russ is
Herbert.
Russ needs to order DoorDash. Okay,
he needs some help with his meal prep.
He needs a Subway, baby.
Romeo Dobbs versus Ridley, 1 point PPR. I think I go Romeo. Oh, Romeo.
Unless you needed massive upside, but Romeo has it too. Yeah, I agree. Let's go Romeo.
Craig wants to know, it needs to pick up a tight end. Juwan, that's Brevin Jordan, Cade Otton. It's never Cade Otton. And then Conklin. I'm going to play. This one's going to hurt Gru's morning routine here, but I'm going to take Brevin Jordan.
Yeah, I would go Conklin. If Brevin Jordan craps to bed today, then can we all promise to never trust him ever? And if he does well, then I'll say, hey, guess we can trust him.
He had it solved in there last week, John.
What?
had a solid game last week.
Oh, I know. No. I know. But that was the first time he's ever done it. Where
True.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
expectations. So now he's got to do it again.
Very small.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Let's go. I'll go Conklin on that one. Last couple here.
Yeah, we're riding. We're gonna pop through this one. I think we did that one.
Yeah, we had
right
Goff
here.
over Browning.
Here we go. Bull.
That's Bull. Half point PPR. Brevin Jordan, Isaiah Likely, Chiggy, or Kate Otten. This one's likely for me.
I like Likely and Chiggy. I would go Likely.
Yeah, I trust Likely a little more.
Here we go. What to do with the Ravens' weather situation? Sit OBJ or
For
play
McKinnon.
Jet McKinnon?
I would sit OBJ for McKinnon anyway. So yeah, I'd play McKinnon.
Oh, interesting. OBJ's been playing a lot better as the Ravens wide receiver 1 of late, but the weather plus Lamar's seemingly zapped touchdown upside.
The snaps are low.
Yeah, he doesn't play. That's my biggest thing with Odell. He's out in the field like 40% of the snaps. Let's get him out there. He's playing well. They're managing him to the playoffs. So yeah, I'll go McKinnon there.
Here's an interesting question from Craig. Would you drop CEH, Spears, Garrett Wilson, or Brees Hall to pick up a needed tight end? I would drop CEH for a tight end very quickly.
Yeah.
That
Because Pacheco, that dude ain't missing more than he'll probably be back next week.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, he
he's not
didn't go
playing
on the
this week
IR.
again.
So yeah, let's drop CEH there.
Okay, let's do a Nick drop to. We'll do our last supers. We'll finish. So we're gonna finish up with these supers. We've got a little bit of time to pop a few more. We're gonna finish the supers. We're gonna run through a couple of the regular live ones, and then we're gonna call it.
Okay. So Addison versus Gabe for Nick. Half point PPR.
Gabe.
I'm going Gabe. Let's go. OG Bobby. Zeke. PFF up ticker. PFF.
Oh yeah, no. He's doing the sound effect there. Oh, forget it.
Okay, I was like, what is
He's getting 29 touches.
Anthony says DK Metcalf, Cooper Kupp, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, or Alexander Madison in the half point PPR.
I'm going Madison.
You know, it's week 14 when you have to look at some real legitimate studs and be like, I'm going to play Alexander Madison. That's the most week 14 sentiment you could possibly have.
We're playing Madison out of that group. Oh,
I know.
But we are. I mean, we have to.
Yeah.
He looks pretty good. He's getting, he feels
the
a fire.
of the beholder. He's played better.
For him,
I will say, yes, he's played better than he was early in the season.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying, you can clearly see a sense of urgency because freaking Ty Chandler was about ready to take his job.
Right up on his tailpipe there. Matt Fox says Olave, half point PPR, or Flacco, 6 point TDs.
This is why I love Superflex, and it is the format that I play the most because this degenerate level of a question is so necessary. I'm actually going to play Flacco here.
Yeah. I think I'd play Flacco as well with the 6 point TDs. Yeah. I think you got to go Flacco there.
I started Daily Zappy in a high stakes super flex this week.
John, did you see his reaction post game whenever he goes in? Oh, and him and Bill O'Brien are all hugs, and then he sees Belichick and he doesn't know how to react, and he goes over.
Thumbs up and then a handshake.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Well, and he was also really bad, really corny. With O'Brien, I'd be embarrassed if that were me.
I was dying watching that. We got a Debo versus Bijan Robinson question. We kind of like Bijan this week. He's getting the touches. No Vita Vea.
Or Devin
we
White.
like Debo, but who knows in San Fran? Bijan's getting 20 touches.
Yeah. I like this one here.
I worry in that San Francisco game that they kind of like the last time they played Seattle. They just get up to a huge lead and kind of ice the game.
Oh, yeah. But they got to the lead with Debo.
Yes.
Yeah.
It all depends on which 49er is going to get them out to the lead. And then if you didn't have that guy, you're screwed. Afro Blue Sky Dog, half point PPR. Evan Ingram or Kyle Pitts?
Ingram.
I'm still going to play Ingram.
Yeah, I know it's a brutal matchup against Cleveland, but let's go Ingram. He's shown a pulse. Aaron, flex spot, PPR, desperate for a dub. Romeo Dobbs, Aaron Jones, Jordan Addison, and Ken Walker.
Yeah, I think we go Dobbs.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah,
Dobbs.
I think you have to. Both running backs are banged up in Seattle, and Ken Walker is in any pass catching work he might have had to Zach Charbonnet. So that's something to keep an eye on. I think this one's pretty easy.
What do we got here? Puka versus Gabe. I'm going Puka. I don't know about you guys.
I would go Gabe over Puka if I really needed, like a
Upside. If you played against Zeke
plus points kind of a deal.
But
so
okay. Carrie says Javonte, Jaden Reed, Calvin Ridley, or Gabe Davis need 2.5 point PPR.
Give me Reed and Gabe.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jaden Reed, and then we like Gabe, I guess. Or were we going Javonte there?
I'd probably go Javonte. We do have Knox back in the mix now.
Yeah.
I'm so low on Javonte that and John, you like him this week. I am now starting to feel very concerned for every Javonte Williams share I have on a bench right now. I'm starting to
Javonte's going for 3 touchdowns.
I'm starting to doubt myself today. This is going to be a Javonte career game.
It's just that Russ stinks.
He does. I know. It just, I'm starting to doubt my own vibe here. Matt says he messed up. It's 4-point passing touchdowns. Don't care. Give me Flacco. Pass funnel.
Always go. I would always go with your first one though. For me, the first one's always the right one.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, we'll do 2 more.
By the way, my first instinct for the Thursday night special this week, Hunter Henry.
Unbelievable game.
So I saw Paul's tweet about.
I was talking about it all week. Hunter Henry scoring all week. I said it.
He did it twice,
and he doubled it up. That's what's up. Okay, we got 2 more. We got
Ford, Brees, or Mitchell.
I mean, I'm playing Ford here for me.
Yeah,
he's going to get a workload that I don't think Brees might with his newfound
His opponent
injury.
already has a 0 from Thursday night. Who the hell did he play that got a 0?
Play Ford and live life.
Did he play Ramondre? Sure. Did he forget to take Ramondre out of his lineup?
Oh, maybe. Oof, maybe.
Mario Douglas.
We call that a gift.
I don't know who got a 0 in that game.
Start Mike Gesicki.
Which one are you going here? Yeah, maybe Gesicki. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for one. Are we running Eckler today? Only if you need to. I can fire that one off quick because we've had a lot of CAH, a lot of Dillon, a lot of Dobbs.
All right,
we're gonna go
wrap it up. We're
gonna go
3 here, so
we're gonna go here for the we'll make it defense. For the last
defensive question for the last one.
Oh, Niners!
Go Niners! Is True Lock in there? No doubt. We're going Niners. Yep. All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up here. We got through a lot of questions today. Thanks for all the super chat questions. Thanks for all the regular questions. For John, for Thomas. Thanks for jumping on, Thomas, and helping us out. Hopefully, Graham is not an icicle out in Denver right now. Hopefully, he warms up. So join us again at 11 a.m. next Sunday for week 15. That'll be a playoff edition, I guess. This is the last week of the regular season. Playoffs. So please make sure to join us at 11 again, and we'll be back next week for week 15. Another pivotal week. Thanks, guys.